Here's this week's Blending the Family Parenting Tip Tuesday from your host, Tommy Maloney. What's it this week? What's the little tip you're going to give us, Tommy?
Oh my gosh. I hope you enjoyed that introduction as much as I did. Yes, I am your host, Tommy Maloney. Welcome to the first ever Parenting Tip Tuesday. And before I keep going on, I have to thank my one of my bestest buds, my brother of another mother, John, who's our voice guy. That was like the second or third version, and every time I was just cracking up every time. And I hope you're enjoying that introduction. I hope you also enjoy the other intros and outros that my good friend John has helped me with. As I stated, this is the first ever Parenting Tip Tuesday. This has been something in the back of my mind I've wanted to do. If you follow Blending the Family on Facebook, you might or might not know it's Blending the Families. There's an S at the end. And I used to do this every Tuesday, do a Parenting Tip Tuesday. This first one, I want to talk about traditions. And traditions don't necessarily need or mean to be birthdays or holidays. My thought process when it came to traditions was different things, unique things. For example, and if you are a regular listener to the podcast, thank you. If this is your first time, thank you. But one of the things I've talked about in the past is unique and making traditions something that is going to bond you and your kids with. One of the biggest traditions my son Connor and I started when I was a bachelor after the divorce, living in the townhome, the swinging townhome. Yeah, not even close. We would have, maybe once a month, we would do what's called Don't Make Your Bed Day, usually on a Saturday. We wouldn't make our beds. And I've always felt that the simplest chore of making your bed will start your day off and it will end your day off in a big way. And here's what I mean by that. You make your bed, it's done. And you've accomplished something in the morning. When you get home, you're tired, you're beat up, and there's your bed. And you look at it and go, oh my gosh, it's nicely made. I'm going to get in and I'm going to go to sleep. That was one of our early traditions, was Don't Make Your Bed Day. Another tradition I learned from my mom and bonus dad was Fridays was Chinese food day or night. And that's what they would have for dinner on Fridays. Those are little things that can really help bond a family, especially a blended family. Because you have all these different traditions, you have different ways of doing things from the kid's point of view to the parent's point of view. Creating your own traditions can unify the group, can unify the family. And as I stated, it doesn't necessarily always have to be about the holidays, but let's talk about the holidays. There are times where, for example, our kids, we don't have them, I believe it's odd years for Thanksgiving. All right. If you don't have your kids on a major holiday, can you still create a tradition? Can you still create something, again, that's going to bond you and your kids together? Something to think about. One more example. If you have kids that are in sports or maybe music, and they have a concert or they have a sporting event, one of the things that, for example, Connor and I do, the days that during the season, the hockey season, he and I will stop at the local coffee shop, and our tradition on days that he's starting, he's a goalie, the days he starts in net, we stop at the local coffee place and I get him, a tea and something to eat. But that's our tradition on our way to the game. Again, it doesn't always have to be about the holidays. It doesn't have to be traditional holidays. What kind of traditions going forward can you start creating in your own household? What kind of traditions are the kids going to look back and go, I'm going to start doing that when they have kids? Or maybe they can twist it into a way that works best for their family, but you have created a foundation. You have created a sense of family by creating new traditions. And there you go. Parenting Tip Tuesday, creating traditions. And as I said, follow us on Facebook, Blending the Families. I'm a little miffed that I didn't get Blending the Family, but hey, that's okay. Somebody else out there has a cool name. But one day, when we are ruling the universe of blending the family, we will take over that Facebook page or Facebook site thingy. There you go. BlendingTheFamily.com. Check us out there. You can also find us on the Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat. Also, all three are Blending Family. And I hope you enjoyed this first ever Parenting Tip Tuesday. I am your host, Tommy Maloney. Have a great day and would love to hear what traditions you have or what traditions you're now going to create. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for downloading. Thanks for sharing. More importantly, thanks for caring.